13 On Your Sidelines, Protector of the Week, sponsored by Rand Insurance Group.
Welcome back into 13 On Your Sidelines. We're going to talk offensive linemen, and speaking of linemen, you are still here and in good shape, thank God. You and Evan did not Oklahoma drill
whatsoever. I saw he was towering over me.
You would have been. Toast.
I would have been cooked.
And this is the only show in town that honors those hard-working offensive linemen by name each and every week.
And it's time to do that right now. Let's meet our first 13 On Your Sidelines Protector of the Week for 2024. Congrats to the offensive line from Holland High School. Last week, the Dutch dominated Ottawa Hills 48-0. It was their first victory since September 2021. Holland had 297 yards passing and 106 rushing to go along with 6 touchdowns. And a lot of credit goes to that great performance by the offensive line, including the starters, Jonathan DeLeon, Cody Rosema, Robbie Wiersma, Miguel Rodriguez, and Enzo Metaquin. Tonight, the Dutch were back in action as they traveled to South Haven. The Rams took care of business, 56-28. Also with that, Caledonia and Reedsport are both coming off winning seasons.
And tonight, the Scots and Rockets faced off for the first time ever. Let's head out to Muskegon County, where tonight was the season opener at Rocket Stadium. We jump late third quarter. Caledonia going for it on 4th and 5. Brody Betzer to Parker Little comes down with the catch, make it 20-7 Cal. So we go under 5 left in the game now. Caledonia on the 32. Looking to make things happen on offense, and it's Betzer once again, the offensive line, doing its job. He is all day in the pocket. A bomb to Aaron Collins. Yeah, he makes the catch in the end zone. No chance. 28-7. We move on. Rockets now from their own 46. Looking to move the ball downfield, but Leighton Fink comes away with the interception. Let's show a little love to the defense. That sets Caledonia up in the red zone. And, well, with the theme of the highlight, Betzer would continue to do it. This time, though, keeps it himself. He's going to run it in for the dagger.
That was a great block, though. I know you saw that block off the edge. That was a fantastic block.
Only show in town, ladies and gentlemen. Caledonia takes it 35-7. And starting the season with the win is always a positive sign for any football team.
And up until last week's game against Kalamazoo Central, Jenison hadn't won on opening night since 2013. And tonight, the Wildcats face off against another 1-0 team from Forest Hills Northern. We picked things up in the fourth. Jenison down 21-6, 3rd and 17, and Isaac Kuipers picks up no yards on the QB keeper. 4th down, a similar result. Kuipers is not going to be able to find any receiver open. He's just going to throw it out of bounds.
I warned you the defense was coming.
The defense was coming, turnover on downs, but that's when Forest Hills Northern got to closing this thing out. 2nd and 10, Owen Ostapau, you heard his name last week as well. A 7-yard gain on the QB keeper. Huskies are knocking on the door. Next stop, Owen Butler attempts to turn the edge, only a 4-yard gain, but enough for a first down. Forest Hills Northern is inching closer. 1st and 5 to go. The handoff to Colton Sawyer is an easy score. Forest Hills Northern, a big-time road performance. Huskies win 28-6. And the last time Sparta and Wayland faced off was the year I was born, 2002.
That wasn't long ago.
I'm young.
Both teams in the OK Gold. Wayland made its way to the state semifinals that year. Tonight, the Spartans and Wildcats made up for more than 2 decades of lost time. We go late third quarter. This one tied at 7. Hudson Biondo with a big boy run that gets the Wildcats into the red zone. This game was chock full of runs. First play of the fourth, Wayland, they literally can't get any closer. The quarterback, Carson Rink, asks his O-line to get him into the end zone, and well, they get the job done. Wayland leads 14-7. Sparta with the ball, though, looking to even things up, but Trent Sikkema with one heck of a tackle here for the loss of yardage. Wayland now faced with a 4th and 1, just trying to drain out the rest of the clock, but Biondo has bigger ideas. He gets the hole, and he's gone for the game-clinching score. Wayland goes up 21-7 and goes on to win by that same score.
And only a 12-minute drive separates West Ottawa and Zeeland West.
But tonight was the first time they'd ever face off, and our Maddie Monroe was there for all the action.
Guys, West Ottawa used to play Zeeland High School all the time. But when that one school split into 2, the rivalry was put on a hiatus until the Panthers met the Ducks tonight. First quarter, the Ducks are on the 5 and slide in for a touchdown from Ander Vanderswag. Zeeland is up 8-0. Still in the first, the Panthers try and close that early lead. Huge pass from Connor Knapp, and it's complete to Ruben Esparza, and he runs it all the way to the end zone. huge pass there. Touchdown for the Panthers, but Zeeland West keeps the lead 8-6. West Ottawa is still trying to bridge that gap. Another stellar pass from Connor Knapp, and this time Abel Anaya, and he almost makes it. Panthers now only a few yards from the end zone. Caden Forbes struggles but manages to push and shove his way through for another Panthers touchdown. But the Ducks have their eyes on the prize. A massive run from Keaton Hendricks all the way from the 23rd yard line, and he brings it in for another touchdown. Zeeland West takes the victory 42-22 over the Panthers.
All right, thanks, Maddie. We're heading to the West Michigan Conference coming up after the break.
Find out if Hart's magical season from 2023 will carry over to 24 as it travels to Ravenna.
And in case you missed it, there were a few games last night. We're going to catch up on those as well.